To the channel if you're new. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So grateful to have you here. Please remember this reading is general, so it may or may not resonate. All readings are timeless, could be talking about the past, present, or the future. With that being said, we'll get started. Leos, I wanted to tap in a little bit more to that work situation that I was talking about earlier in the first reading I did today. So let's get into it. Angel, spirit guides, ancestors of the highest light, please give clear, accurate messages for Leos in regards to that work situation. Ooh. Some of you guys could not be feeling well right now. I got a little bit lightheaded. Maybe some of you guys get migraines and that affects your work. Or maybe you just feel like the work is very stressful. So let's see. Tell me about the energy in Leo's work situation, Spirit. Okay. Well, first card out, we have number 24, Adjacent Possibilities. So, Leos, for some of you guys, I do view this card a couple different ways. This could be Piscean energy, some of cups where there are options available to you. Some of you guys, you might be seizing different opportunities, or you daydream about seizing other opportunities. Like I said, I was getting energy like this job was not for you necessarily. It was a toxic work environment. Now, it could be your coworkers, gossiping, things like that, or it's just that this job with the demands or just the stress from it makes you physically ill. But this is also a card about higher level of consciousness, Leo. So for some of you guys, you could definitely be conscious here. You're awakened to maybe things that are hidden from other people. You could definitely be a truth speaker. All right, I feel like many of you guys, you do not bite your tongue. Some of you guys, you could be in leadership roles, or you do have the leadership essence to you, which is something that people are recognizing about you. Let's see what else for Leo. Look at this. We have the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, number 38, which is the heart chakra. Some of you guys, what you're doing now, you're not passionate about it. Okay, like I said, that reading, that section, well, all the sections, it's only going to pertain to probably a small portion of you, but some of you guys, you don't feel fulfilled here. Again, I feel like there is a lack of investment happening. Maybe you are not receiving the recognition that you feel like you deserve, Leo. At some point, you could have definitely loved what you were doing, but you got to a point where it's like, it's just routine. It's like you are on autopilot. Basically, you're doing what you need to do in order to pay your bills, but it's not what you're really passionate about with the heart chakra. Or you could just feel like being here, things are off balance for you. What else for Leo? You might feel like you are overworking yourself every day, day in and day out, and you don't have time to do the things that you love. So you might even be trying to prioritize a different situation for work, possibly working from home or taking on less shifts, or just trying to ease the workload in some shape or form as well, or trying to decide if you should move away. Cannot make it up. Yeah, Leah, this is what I was talking about in that other reading, but it was kind of brief. I felt like I was kind of jumping back and forth between the love aspect, the work aspect, and obviously that apartment type of aspect. But all this ties in with the work and apartment. Now, number 13, financial constraints, the 5 of Pentacle energy. So some of you guys, you could be feeling isolated right now, Leo. This is the energy of being left out in the cold. So you could feel like there is a group here where there's a disconnect between your coworkers and yourself possibly, or maybe you're just not really connected. You detached from the job, you just do what you're supposed to do and you go home. But also, I feel like Leo, money could definitely be tight. You could be living paycheck to paycheck, or simply they cut hours or something of that sort. Maybe you feel like you're not getting paid what you deserve, and so you're struggling to make ends meet or something of that sort. So I feel like Leo, you kind of are looking at the big picture. You're looking at this as like this is more of a burden than a blessing, continuing to stay here. However, I feel like some of you guys, you might even be worried that if you choose to move on and choose to go on the venture, basically be the fool, Aries, Aquarius energy, taking that leap of faith, you might be worried that your finances are not going to be right, especially if you've already been struggling. I feel like some of you guys are like, well, some money is better than no money. When, there is the opportunity for you to be making even more. Just saw 555 on the timer. You guys could be seeing that synchronicity. We have number 5, attachment. Capricorn energy, the devil. So I actually feel like this is very interesting. I also am getting to a swords energy from here. So this is being in between worlds. It's like, Leo, you know that this isn't right for you. You know that there is definitely the potential for something greater. You might even be feeling called to leave this job or something of that sort. But it's like you feel chained, you feel bound, you feel stuck. And this could be coming back to that financial constraints where you're like, okay, I'm receiving money. I kind of know what I'm getting here. But if I go into the unknown, then I might get myself into a worse position. So I feel like, Leos, many of you guys could be weighing the pros and cons at this specific time. Some of you guys, there could be a sense of falseness here, because you're taking off the mask. It's like you're able to see the truth that this is, you have that awareness, which is coming back to that higher level consciousness that I was talking about. I feel like you know that you do not align with these individuals or this institution. Again, some of you guys, you might see that there is toxicity in the workplace. You might want to speak out on it, but it's like your hands are tied, or you could even know that there is some type of mistreatment going on. People are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. I feel like many of you guys, you try to speak light and you try to, be fair. I feel like many of you guys are just, but there's a situation here. Some of y'all, you might be like property manager or involved in like the leasing company of an apartment complex. You don't have to be, but you know that there's something that is shady going on here. But again, it's like you feel like you cannot either say too much or your hands are tied in doing something, if that makes sense. Let's see what else. All right, what else for Leo? For some of you guys, you might feel like people are trying to keep you bound as well, if this is in terms of your job. Possibly you had some type of contract and it's very difficult for you to end that contract. Possibly you will have to pay out money. I know with CNAs, which I do CNA work every now and then, I'm a contractor, but I know when I worked for a different company, there was like a buyout fee if someone wanted to have you as private caregiver. And it had to be like 2 years after you left and things like that. So it was very interesting, but you got to think of the business side of everything here. What else for Leo? Wow, look at this, Leo. Number 20, envy. So Leo, there could be someone here who's doing some type of spell work on your finances. Even if these are coworkers who are smiling in your face, I do feel like there are many who are jealous of you. Okay, again, that toxic work environment. I feel like you are able to see the illusions, Leo, or most of them that are being cast. However, there's stuff that is still hidden from you. With the heart chakra, some of you guys might intuitively know it's like you might have really loved this job before, but it's like there's been even more BS that's been happening in the workplace where you're like, I can't continue to stay here. Or it's like you wanted to leave. I think I said in the last reading that I did, there might be someone here who's trying to manipulate you into staying. They could have the gift of gab. This could be someone who is a witch, warlock, whatever. I feel like this person does like you, but there's hidden intentions here. I do feel like this person might like working with you, Leo, and they're thinking about like, well, the team needs that, especially if you do work in a team setting where it's like they want you to stay because it benefits them and the company, because there might be other people who are leaving too, Leo, and so it just creates more work for themselves if you do decide to go. But then at the same time, you're struggling financially, right? There might be perks to this as well, Leo, where you get some type of incentive if you're working there, but then you're looking at the pros and cons. You're like, okay, well, yes, I get this as a pro, but there's more cons to it because I can't pay my bills type of thing. And you might be looking at this and saying, well, okay, if I stay, then at least I know what I'm getting. But if I go, then I don't know how this would work out for me. So there could be some type of like financial discount that you're getting, Leo, for whatever reason. And you might be thinking like, okay, but if I leave this place, then I'm going to have to start paying. So something could be free right now for you. But once you like cut ties, it could be that you would have to start paying out some money. And you might be trying to figure out like, okay, well, I'm already struggling right now. If I have to do that, there's no guarantee with this job market that I can make it all work. And then I'd basically be at square one is what I'm getting here, Leo. There could also be someone here who manipulates the situation, who goes around and says one thing to one person and then they say something else to another. I feel like whoever this is, it could be an older woman, does not have to be, but I feel like this is someone who tries to make nice with everyone, someone who definitely tries to, they might have just basically the gift of gab, where they are a really great speaker, they come off as friendly, that type of stuff, but I feel like they plant little seeds in people's heads in order for things to run the way that they want them to. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, a fellow Leo, a Taurus, maybe a Capricorn or Gemini. What else for Leo? Hand number 22, Yin Yang. That's all about restoring balance and harmony here. I feel like many of you Leos, you're trying to look at the silver lining of this whole situation. You could really, like I said in the last one, I think I was talking about you guys needing to bring balance back into your life, because this was the second card that came out in that reading. I feel like, again, Leo, whatever this is, you're trying to, it feels like you're just having some type of juggling act, okay? Where you're trying to juggle your finances, you're trying to juggle your energy, maintain this job, do the best that you can, but there's just constant battles every single day. Some of you guys, you might be taking some spiritual baths, or you're really trying to ground yourself at this time. You know, some of you guys, you might be writing, journaling. You might even go see a therapist about all this as well. I feel like you just try to prioritize self-care at this specific time and trying to find ways to get out of this financial rut. What else for Leo? We have number 49, Angel of Love, Page of Cups energy. I feel like, Leos, for some of you guys, you have a newfound passion in something, or you are wanting to pursue things that make you happy, which is coming back to that adjacent possibility. So there could even be different projects that you're working on, Leo, outside of work that brings you fulfillment, brings you happiness, okay? Because whatever this is right now in your work situation, it just feels like you're out of alignment. Some of you guys, you could be getting together a friend as well, and maybe communicating this to them about some of the struggles you're having at work. What else for Leo? Look at this. Number 3, blossoming abundance. Leos, I feel ultimately you're going to decide to pursue something else. Okay. For some of you guys, there could be a situation here where something that you are passionate about, that you're working on, is going to be your ticket. Okay. What's going to bring you a lot of abundance and stability. I don't know why, but I feel like this is something that could happen either in springtime as all the flowers are blooming, but I also feel fall, like this is your harvest. Like, so you could be in your harvesting season right now, Leo, or you are in the middle of planting seeds right now, possibly. Maybe there are different career endeavors that you are wanting to experiment with, and then by springtime, it's going to really blossom for you. What else for Leo? Yeah, number 26, hostilities. Yeah, Leo, this is crazy. This is coming on top of attachment and the NB card. You have people in your workplace who are jealous of you. I feel like many of you guys are just trying to stand your ground here. There could be fights or just disagreements, or people don't like you. They always try to bring drama and chaos your way, but do things that are backhanded. I feel like many of you guys are like, okay, well, I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to do my job and leave. But I feel like many of you guys, you've already put up a good fight, Leo, and I feel like you shouldn't have to fight. I feel like many of you guys are supposed to be at peace, but this job does not bring you peace. Look at this. Number 11, cornucopia, happiness, wish fulfillment. Some of you guys, people might even be jealous that you're happy. Yeah, that's weird, because that came on top of the envy card and the yin yang. Yeah, I feel like there are people here, Leo, that are mad because you are happy, or it's just like you are able to bounce back. Even if your energy is off, even if people try to disrespect you, even if people try to alienate you, whatever it is here, Leo, you're happy. You're able to bounce back, right? You're able to remain in your own energy. We did have that heart chakra closed off. Some of you guys, you know to be guarded towards these individuals because you know they don't have good intentions. But I feel like many of you guys overall, you're in good spirits. Okay, I feel like many of you guys, you go home, you do what you need to do to clear your energy from this toxic work environment, and then you go back to it, then you go back home and do what you need to do again. But many of you, I feel like you are going to receive wish fulfillment when you choose to leave this or you choose to walk away. Because ultimately, I feel like that's what you're going to choose to do, Leo, because this is just not sustainable. What else for Leo? Yeah, number 46, the thinking man, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay, many of you guys, you could be very logical right now. Someone could actually want to partner up with you. This is masculine energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, maybe you and someone that you work with who is trustworthy wants to bring in some type of offer. This can even be an old job, or this is just someone here, maybe as a boss figure, right? Or someone who is a hiring manager reaching out to you to offer you an offer that you cannot refuse or a job that you can't refuse, right? Take it as it fits. But I feel like there is something here that is very valuable to you. Something that maybe you're not seeing. Maybe there is even another position in this job where people are jealous of you that you're going to be getting. But this is because your boss sees that you work so hard. But I feel more so many of you guys are going to be choosing to leave the company altogether. Bottom of the deck, we have number 4, happy family, 10 of cups, energy, wish fulfillment. Okay, ultimate happiness. Like I said, you're happy. Some of you guys, you could even be having some type of family business coming in, because we have number 12, the temple path. Spiritual connection, spiritual enlightenment. Some of you guys, you have like-minded people who are wanting to invest into you, Leo, because they know what you are. They know that you are very beautiful, magnetic. They know that you get things done. Yeah, number 17, action, Cancer energy, the Chariot. Some of you guys, there's no forward movement in whatever this is. And look at this, number 42, woman holding coin. That's you, Leo. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're meant to be in the spotlight. You're meant to be a healer. You're meant to be abundant. That's going to be for some of you who really feel like you are supposed to be in the spotlight, of course. But many of you guys, you're very nurturing or healing, whatever it is. Healers come in all shapes and sizes, all forms. So it could be that you are a healer in medicine, right? You could work at the doctor's office, be a CNA, right? Be a massage therapist, whatever it is, right, Leo? You're giving back to other people, and I feel like someone wants to invest in you, and you're going to be receiving some type of contract here. Number 6, contract, and people are going to be having sleepless nights. Number 18, anxiety, because they were not able to keep you caught up in bullshit. And number 23, all tied up. So that is what I have for you, Leo. If this reading resonated, if you liked it, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see y'all next one. Bye, Leo.